Let's get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and this is Endless Space 2. We are playing as the Virtual Saints, the Vodyani, and this is our exploration of patch 1.4.21. When we last left off, we were beginning our invasion of Gaina against the Lumeris, and right now, turn 54, we just completed chapter 1 of our quest. So here we are on chapter 2. Sister Nobe, one of our researchers, questioned her confessor after analyzing fragments of the tabernacle. The tabernacle, from my understanding, and I may be wrong here, is their religious text. For a week, we shall leave her alone with her thoughts. All audio in her suit will be deactivated unless... No, wait a minute. Perhaps the tabernacle is actually the book that Isander found that talks about the lost. Anyways, back to the story. For a week, we shall leave her alone with her thoughts. All audio in her suit will be deactivated. All must obey the laws. The pious will have their vengeance, and the faithless will burn. It has been so since they first chastised their foolish brethren, those who would remain lumps of clay rather than ascending to the perfect virtues of virtuality. So the they and their in that sentence are empirical. You'll notice they're capitalized. What they're actually talking about right there is the war between the virtual endless and the concrete endless. To bring order back to that which the infidel damaged, the infidel being Isander, we must break open the secrets of the tabernacle in any way that we can. Whatever lies it tells must be countered with the truth, and whoever is seduced by its false scriptures must be purified. Okay, so the tabernacle is definitely the text that talks about the lost. Which is really interesting because it may not even be a religious text if you think about it from that perspective. It may actually just be like a record of the endless where they talked about the lost. Anyways, our options here are investigate. The first order is to obtain the tabernacle by any means necessary. We must control the thing if we are to understand it, and we must understand it for the echoes we hear of its stories and philosophies are troubling. So that one we would have to take a level 5 or higher hero and explore the Esh system. That would mean diverting our forces from the invasion of Gaina, which I'm not super stoked about. Takeover would give us religious political output, which is great, we want that. Bring the Esh system where the tabernacle is located under your control. Okay, so that one seems much more appealing to us overall. The falsehoods of the tabernacle will not shake our faith. We must find the system where it sits, bring it under our control, and shatter its lies. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Endless Fountain here. If we get this one, it is an Empire improvement that adds plus 300 manpower capacity to the Empire. Otherwise, we can get River of Holy Vigor, which is an Empire improvement that gives... Is that a module? No, it's an Empire improvement, but it gives plus 20% manpower on Empire, so that could actually be a lot more than 300. So this one would give us more, but this one would keep us in religion, and it's also not going to cause us to have to divert our hero, so I think I'm going to go with that. We will take over Esh, wherever Esh is. Oh, it's right there. Okay, that's not far at all. It's sad that we're going to have to use a arc to take a 2-planet system, though. I mean, we just did that up here in Canis, but it wasn't something we wanted to do. It was something we kind of did out of a need to do it. And that one is correctly a Essence arc. We are no longer getting quite to the cap with our Essence arcs anymore, so that means we could potentially switch some back that we switched over to production. And I can't remember which ones that was specifically. I think it was Nair, Sing... Yeah, it was Nair, Sing, and Wrath that we switched to production, I believe. Yeah, so we could switch some of those back to Essence if we wanted to, but realistically, we're generating plenty. We don't need to be generating more Essence. We will have another arc in... Yeah, we'll be breaking over the cap next turn, and we can't spend it fast enough at this point. I believe we were waiting for one level 2 system upgrade somewhere. We were in Mikre, which is doing its last holy proliferation. Okay, faction assimilated. We got the remnant on Phaeton. We did pull them off of Phaeton, which was perhaps not the best decision. I'm not sure what would have happened if we did development grants there instead. Okay. Licha. Oh, and I wanted to do this. Last episode, we finished a hack here that actually caused us to be able to force a bad ground tactic if we invaded here, but we didn't actually try the invasion out. I want to try the invasion out just because I want to see what that bad ground tactic that it forces is. So we're going to blitz here. We do have the numbers advantage. We should be able to just kind of roll over them if I'm not mistaken, but we will see how that goes. Minor victory. Okay, so they were forced to use Stampede, which is minus 50% manpower deployment limit. That's incredible. That's incredible. Minus 50% manpower deployment. We're gonna run over them next turn if they don't have the option to switch. It said it lasts for 3 turns, so I don't know if that'll carry into the next turn or not. If it does, though, we basically just win. That's how that works. It basically just turns into a win for us. And I'm totally fine with that. Here we have this actual sizable fleet that we got from our minor faction. I'm gonna send them down here to fight with some pirates. They'll probably get wrecked right here, but we honestly don't mind. Shield absorption here, not gonna do a ton because they're primarily projectiles. And there's a mixture of ranges, so they're projectiles at close and long range. I think our best option here would potentially be to go hull plating, but it also very much depends on what we're decked out for long range. So probably that. The shield absorption won't do much, but this will keep us at our optimal ranges. Yeah, we figured that was gonna happen, but it's still better than us paying for that fleet. And you should not have stopped draining essence. Continue draining essence. All the essence. Alright, and we have hacks going, so that's all good. Ending our turn. I really hope that that ground tactic holds here and we get another round with Stampede on, because if we do, we'll just finish them off right there. Like, that Stampede thing is strong, y'all. That is very, very strong. Yeah, we'll arrest the spies, because... Okay, well, we should read it. With the elections approaching, you've begun to take note of the growing support from minority parties within your government. Your aides have given you conflicting reports of the causes. Some try to argue it's a matter of policy views, age gaps, and changing values. But the arrests of several high-profile legislators charged with spying for the enemy means there may be a bigger picture at stake. A group of mercenaries approaches you, spies who claim expertise in getting results done without getting caught. If you hire them, they claim they could root out the conspirators and tip the election in your favor. Okay, so we can use this, which would give us, we could hire the spies, reduce the cheat cost during elections. There's a 40% chance that the spies' activities will be discovered, triggering a political crisis. Or we just arrest the spies and get more influence, which I don't know why we wouldn't pick that. Diplomatic exchange canceled. The context of your diplomatic exchange with Doria is no longer valid. Okay, so they were trying to diplomatize with us. Let's see if they get stuck using Stampede again. Oh, I hear the choir talking to us in the background. Okay. How is that a minor victory? No, they were able to use draft this time. That's why it's a minor victory. Okay. Yeah, draft is what we were trying to avoid. Draft is a pain. Like a severely big pain. Because they can just draft until they run out of population now, unless we land a hack on them. We may want to end our invasion next turn and just start to hack on them. However... at the same time, it is worth noting that while we drain them, they will begin to lose population, so that'll help counter that too. Where are you? What? Is that them? No, that isn't the choir. Is that the choir right there? Pirates, pirates, pirates. More pirates. So yeah, we ran into the choir. The game is telling us that we ran into them right there, but we don't see them. So that's intriguing. Interesting. We knew they were over here anyway, though. They're probably up around this area. I strongly suspect that the choir is here on HD 44179 or GNY8, but they may have actually moved their base with a transmigration beacon, so we don't know for sure. We just know they were in that area early on because they sniped us on a minor faction up there. Alright, production things are done. Sing is wide open. Sing does have resources coming in, so we could technically use expanded mines here. They're not resources that we're super in need of, though. I mean, I guess we could have more titanium. We could have more titanium. It wouldn't hurt to have more titanium. Whoops. Didn't mean to zoom out there. Okay, so systemic oratory here is great, I think. Temperate planets. Do we have temperates here? We do have 2 temperates, and of course we have 4 planets. So that is actually a nice little bonus to our influence. But amongst that, we also have this arc available to us, and we're going to want to build one just to send it over to Esh almost immediately so we can complete our faction quest and try to get back on track. In order for that to happen, though, that arc is going to have some wheels. So to speak. I'm being proverbial there. Not actually wheels, more like engines, giant engines. So we're going to go in here and do what we have done in previous iterations and just stock this thing full of engines. Yes, all the engines, all the time. Thank you very much. And then we'll come in and pop that arc out immediately just so we can send it on over there. We will only have 100 essence left after that, which means we won't be able to... Oh, that's okay. We're doing a level 2 modernization there, and if I'm not mistaken, Mikre should be capped out right now. It is. Okay, so Mikre needs to start building all the production improvements. We have two temperates, no fertiles, so that still means that Xeno-Industrial is going to be pretty solid here. Interplanetary transport's also going to be pretty solid, though. So if we were looking at it this way, we would get 40 plus another 20, so that's 60 here, but here we would get 3 per population per planet with strategic deposits on planets. So that is 1 planet, so additional 3 per population plus an additional 1, so it's 4 per pop, and we have 5 there, so that's 20, 40, 60, 80, yeah, we're gonna get a lot more from this. And then plus 20 per planet would be another 80, so we'll do that. And then this is gonna be plus 5 on hots, or is it pop on hots? Yes, it's pop on hots, so that would be plus 25 there. And is it also steriles? It is, okay. So that's plus 50, that's gonna be less than Xeno-Industrial, so we'll do Xeno-Industrial probably last here. Or no, we'll do it right before AI Labor. And then after that, we're just gonna rattle through everything. Ooh, we're mutinous here, actually. Okay, we're mutinous here, that changes a lot. That means we need to get some happiness going right away. And our system level should be 2, so, whoops, wrong one. So getting colonial rights here isn't a bad idea. I'm just wondering if luxury lotteries is cheaper. It is not. Okay, so colonial rights and infinite supermarkets, and honestly, we might as well just get luxury lotteries as well, and then just dive straight into mass production. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we do this, we'll get a little happiness next turn. So let's do that. That'll get us burning straight into mass production there. And everybody else seems to be doing all the things that we want them to do. That should be fine. Let's take a look at Gemini down here just to see where they're at on stuff. Happiness is an issue here, so we'll go ahead and add some happiness text to the queue. Do they have a luxury resource? They do. They are obviously leveled up, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to max out their pops. Okay, so yeah, that'll give us all our happiness there, and then after we get all of our happiness, we'll want to get things like this, and this, potentially this. Do we have anomalies here? We do. We have quite a few anomalies. Yeah, we'll just get everything. I mean, we'll get everything, but I think what we want to prioritize here for the moment, like science is great, but I think we're better off prioritizing things like, ooh, on this system. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. On this system, we want to prioritize a very important thing, and that is these resources. And the reason why is because we have this higher tier resource here, so getting more of those early is going to help us out in the long run. After that, we could go into science, but I think we'll actually prioritize influence. The main reason being, if we can get enough influence generating here, we can start to potentially pacific takeover enemy empires, which would be great. And then let's go ahead and also, yeah, put all that in. Defensive stuff goes in last. We can move it up in queue if we need to, but right now there's no reason to have it. Nobody's really knocking on our doorstep. Okay, that's better. That seems like everything is in order now. Canis is working on their level 2 modernization. Yeah, everything should be pretty good. Okay. All of the production things are done. Our research has completed. We now have deep space fuel scoops, which allows us increased warp speed outside of star lanes. We've also got +2 movement points on ships. That's great. And then accelerated warp drive is a new... Wow, that's just strong. 5-point engine that is not requiring any resources. That's incredible. That is just incredible right there. Alright, everybody move to where you're going. Do the job. Why are you going up here? I thought you were supposed to be going over here to try to intercept the photobomber somewhere. Oh, I think he's going up to Gonos. Is it Gonos that the photobomber's at? Yeah, it probably is. Oh yeah, because there was somebody... The photobomber's activity was here. It looks like it's moving to Gonos, which is fine. We'll head up that way. And then right here, we've already done our second ground invasion, which unfortunately didn't yield the outcomes that we wanted, but we're close. It's interesting because as the Vodyani, like, you don't actually get these colonies when you invade them. You just decimate them, and I'm fine with that. How is that a draw? Okay. Okay, fine. Y'all want to be like this, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna retreat for a moment, but the only reason we're retreating, we're not running from them or in any way afraid of them. We are retreating for the simple fact that if we just wait, we can bleed out the rest of their manpower. Okay, increase pressure, yeah. Give us more pressure. We're not leaving. You guys came into our space and decided to be jerks. Okay, you want to reduce our pressure with other empires. That's fine. You're the only empire we're concerned with eating right now. Alright, so our hero has leveled up. More fun to be had here. Some additional dust, potentially. We could also get a little bit more influence. And some happiness. Let's go ahead and take a look where she's at. She should be on Gemini. And if we look at Gemini, they are content right now. They could do with a little bit of happiness. I mean, everybody could do with a little bit of happiness. We have Saints and Sinners running, so it's almost a question of if there is a better way for us to get some happiness. I mean, Senator Bob Act would be a way to get a little bit of happiness, but it's not a lot. Super Tax Act obviously isn't going to do it. Toys for Boys would do it, but it would greatly reduce our production. That's actually kind of tough right there. Because we have a lot of production. That would be like minus 100 production on Wrath. We need more happiness overall, so I guess we'll do that with the hero for sure. Although I do want to look, she does have the Joy Initiative, so anything we take for happiness boost that she gets now is actually just a waste later. So I don't think we'll do that. Influence is great, but not something that we sorely need at the moment. I'm going to do Dust. Dust is just better for us right now, and I bet you if we go to the marketplace here, we can buy some heroes. That's probably the best way to help our happiness. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open slots for heroes. Let's go ahead and see how many we can afford to buy that fit into what we need. That being Overseers and Counselors. So there is a Counselor available right here. They are a Pacifist Counselor, which is somewhat unfortunate. However, they do have production bonuses at the top of their faction tree, which is great. So we can take advantage of that. We can also take advantage of Mechanical Genius here. Yeah, there's some definitely useful stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and grab him because he's only 9k. Although we can get some cheaper people that are Overseers, and Overseers are generally more useful. Oh, wow. Yeah. So Overseers are great. They don't give as much happiness, but they do give amazing things like Bean Counter and Tech Hubs right here, which is... Mwah, that's just amazing, amazing, amazing. So let's go ahead and go with this guy. Let's take a look at... Oh, we have another counselor available, but he is a primitive... Yeah, the foreign pop thing, not going to do a whole lot for us. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My sinuses are kicking up today. I wish I knew how to control that better. Okay, let's go ahead and pick this guy up. That'll be 9.2k, and then right here we can get another Overseer, or we could go after this Overseer. Restricted Supplier, plus 33% deposit value on luxury resources. Wow, okay, so that's actually really good. I am very, very impressed with that and happy with it. Luxury resource boosting is a phenomenal thing. We will absolutely take that guy. Okay, so we just picked up 3 new heroes. They're all ready to go. They're all ready to be placed somewhere. Do they have skill points? They do not. Okay, so that, well, this one does. You can start off, sir, by giving us 2 extra dust, and we are aiming for happiness with our heroes right now. That's really what we need them for. So as the levels come in for them, we will be putting happiness stuff on them. And let's go with our most unhappy systems to start with. You, sir, can go there. And then right here, we'll go ahead and put you. Actually, that's a great one to put him on because he boosts luxury resource gains, so we can boost the gains on these endless foundries, which would be nice, because those could be reapplied very nicely if we get enough of them. And then, of course, we have this hero who's waiting to be assigned as well. Perfect. I am very happy with that outcome, although, honestly, we maybe should have assigned him here where there's more production. It's okay, though, because we can always reassign people later. Like, that's really not that big of a thing. Done, 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 done. Alright, Sing is done building all the things, which means we have a new arc. That new arc has 29 movement. If it cannot get to Esh and colonize it this turn, I will be amazed. Go, little speedy arc, go! Go, speed archer, go, speed archer, go! The evil tabernacle is under our power. Glory to the virtual, they have brought us to our goal, and we will now begin to peel back the layers of lies within this thing. Or so we think. Brother Azar does not understand the difference between the sanctified and their servants. He was found debating philosophy with one of the lesser peoples. He must understand his place in the hierarchy of the galaxy. For the next month, he will personally bring to the fount all the lesser ones who will nourish his ship. All must obey. Those who doubted, doubt no more. The Vodyani have been given an ultimate blessing, a gift from the glorious virtuals. We now know beyond any shadow of a doubt that we are their vessels and their chosen ones, and that all of creation exists to serve us. We know this must be true as we are now able to absorb life force directly from all the lesser beings that inhabit this universe. What other sign do we need that our cause is just and our decisions blessed? There are the virtuals, the glorious, those who rose to the highest form of life and were betrayed by their brothers. There are we, the Vodyani, who follow in their footsteps, obeying their laws and executing their will. Then there are all others, the lesser beings or lesser ones. They have no understanding of their role, which makes them occasionally difficult to manage. Their role, of course, is to provide us with nourishment. One might ask what one should do given this power, and the answer is clear. We must wipe the infidel and his false academy from the face of the galaxy and erect an academy of truth in its place. Let the blasphemers and heretics tremble. The faithful cannot be stopped. Glory to the virtuals. We shall honor their name, and in doing so spread their word. Wow. Delusions over 100. Much of our power comes from our suits, our cloth, painstakingly crafted from the morsels of wisdom programmed by the glorious. Little remains intact, so we rely heavily on our holy codexes, relics of the First Order from their temples. If we are to face the infidel and his legions, we will need more. Possess 3 minor or major faction home systems. Okay, so that means we're going to war. Factory of Faith, -10 happiness required to reach happy status, -10 happiness required to reach ecstatic status. The reduction also applies for empire-wide approval thresholds. Wow, that is incredible right there. I'm very, very happy with that outcome. That is incredible. There's no argument to how amazing that is. Let's see. So here we could go ahead and do expanded minds. I mean, there's no fault to it. And then after that, I mean, honestly, we're at the we can build whatever we want stage. The trade clearinghouse here would be excellent for us to get. Trade clearing bureau. Trade clearing bureau. That actually gives us control over the marketplace, so we can come in here and set taxes, and we will collect those taxes from anyone who buys on the marketplace. So we're gonna try to get that. To get it though, we do need more. Is that adamantium? Ha! I actually got it right for once, guys. So we have 38 of that. We're generating 3.7 per turn, and we need 60. So we're actually going to come in here and see if we can buy some. There's only 2 available in here, which is very unfortunate. How's our pop going? Yeah, let's boost that. Let's boost our pop so that we can send our fids through the roof. That sounds like a great idea. Our fids generation probably just expanded a lot. Yeah, and look at the threshold change. Everybody's happy. I love it. I love that everybody is happy, although we may not have actually gotten that yet. I may be celebrating when we didn't actually get it yet. Yeah, we didn't get it yet. So just imagine what happens when we do get it, because everybody's already happier with our heroes in place. And in order to get it, we need minor or major faction home systems. Yetix is technically a minor faction home system, so even though we know that the choir is on there, if we send an arc there, we would technically be in a minor faction home system. Fleet has insufficient manpower to invade. How is that possible? We have 1.1k manpower. How is that possible? Cannot attack a system more than once per turn. Oh, okay, that's more sensible right there. Now the question is, what planets are even on Esh? These are not anything particularly amazing. We don't actually need these. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna send this over to Yetix. And once it gets to Yetix, we'll go ahead and turn Yetix into a system, because that should give us a second minor faction system. And then once we do that, we'll go ahead and... Oof. Look at that. Is that a choir? That is a choir thing. Is that a military thing, though? Nope, that's an econ behemoth. Okay, so once we get here, if we turn this into our system, we can go ahead and do that purge thing, and that'll basically get rid of all of the Umbral Choir there. It will, of course, take some time and generate some unhappiness, but I'm okay with that. Let's see what else is going on. You guys are doing your job just fine. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Here we do have some more things to build, though. So we're going to go to... Well, first of all, let's go to the map, because we know Canis should have one more slot, 2 more slots available now. Holy proliferation, please. That's going to be step 1, making sure that they are generating more population. Wrath itself is ready to do some other things as well. Getting more Hyperium here, not super important. We're already ecstatic, so we don't need colonial rights, but systemic oratory would be nice to have here. And so would more ships. I mean, this is what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18? We can do one more. We can do one more to have a complete fleet. And right now we have... Whoa, no defenders. Okay. So we do want another not-so-cardboard here to go with that mix. Oh, wait. No, I'm wrong. Not-so-cheap heat, not-so-cheap heat, not-so-card... Yeah, we do want one more not-so-cardboard. Okay. So that'll give us a giant, massive fleet, and we'll probably put our hero that's our combat hero on the front of that fleet. We could theoretically go in and purchase another combat hero as well if we wanted to. I'm not sure which combat heroes are currently available, though, and which ones would be sort of applicable to our cause. We would like to get a Seeker. They do improve your movement speed quite a bit. Ooh, that's actually nice. Shield penetration for the Vodyani. That's 100. Shield capacity, more shield capacity. Yeah, I mean, not a ton of great things in this tree particularly, but there is the movement boost over here that's really nice. I don't know. We could go either way. Let's see what this guy has for his faction stuff. Do you have a movement boost? You do not. You are sadly not ideal for what we need. I think we'll wait. There's nobody in there that's so good that we have to have them now, and we're actually a little shy on dust because we just bought a bunch of stuff. Well, and by a bunch of stuff, I mean like 10 heroes. All the heroes! However, that does mean that certain things become more valuable to us. Like, we don't necessarily need the Essence Law anymore, but what would be really nice is this. Admit and Improve, which increases the experience gain of our heroes, is a big boon for us now. And I'm going to jump in here real quick and see if there's maybe some people we can talk to, work some deals with, become friends with. We're already in an alliance with these guys, so there's definitely some fun things we can do with that. We can perhaps do some trading with them or something to increase our copacetic nature. Yeah, see, they like a trade agreement. However, that does cost us per turn. I believe it's not telling us what the per turn cost is. It does say warning, like, oh, there it is, 76 per turn. That's fine. We can afford that. Yes, let's do a trade thing with our buddies. Excellent. We welcome a trade deal. Good job. Okay, next turn we're going to finish them off. That's the plan. And we should get Yetics as well next turn. That'll be really nice as far as getting closer to completing that faction quest. The other thing is that once that Gaina is clear, if we go ahead and set an arc down on Gaina, that'll give us all 3 that we need to complete that faction quest. Hostile track detected. Your hacking op was discovered by a defensive program on Gaina. Okay, that is unfortunate. Was this a hack directly to Gaina, though? Or is it through Gaina? It's Nihal to Gaina. We have 4 turns left. Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. A distant stellar giant about 80 times the size of an average star has just gone supernova, capitalizing on the media attention drawn by the event. A pacifist group within your empire has launched a campaign to bring home the fleets that were monitoring the event rather than leave them on patrol. We only have the option to support that, which is fine. That'll give us happiness and dust. All good with that. Heroes are leveling up quickly now. That's a beautiful thing right there. More dust, more production. Always more production. Always more production, unless happiness is an option. Happiness is something we really need to. And this is one of our bean counter heroes, so getting some extra happiness is not a bad idea. He is on Wrath, though, which is already ecstatic, so we could potentially move him. Although he is providing some nice production bonuses to Wrath, so I don't know if moving him is the best idea here. Lots and lots of interesting choices to make with this guy. Dust catalyzation here isn't terrible either. It'll reduce the cost of him being maintained on that system. It's such a tough choice. I mean, this just gives us more influence because he's on a system that's ecstatic already. I think we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Also, because it's a 1-point skill. We'll grab that. It's probably fine. Vodyani pop on Canis has increased. We want more Vodyani pop. All the Vodyani pop. Okay, Sing should be done producing everything. Hey, we have microwave pipes now. Those are great. That'll provide us with even more industry. No, it'll provide us with more of everything. That's actually a flat Fidzy booster, which is amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. It will, however, cost us adamantium, which we're trying to save for the Trade Clearing Bureau, so maybe we'll wait on that. I think that's actually a better idea, to wait on that for just a moment. Okay, that hack is done, that's fine. You're done. You're done. Done. Sing needs something to produce in the meantime. We could go for alms for essence, which would change some of our dust into essence, but I'd honestly rather go for more dust generation here with public 3D printing, or print more fleets. We could print more fleets. That would never bother me. I love printing fleets. Okay. We have unlocked microwave pipes and quadranix capture, and we're working on orichalix refining, so we will have all of our top tier strategic resources very soon. And we now control a nebula which produces additional dust. Excellent. You can land on Yetics anytime you want. Thank you. Welcome to our system of Yetics. And if we go check our faction quest now, it should say 2. Does it not? Why you no count this system? This was a minor faction system. I know for a fact that it was. Well, that's unfortunate. Like, I actually expected that to take, but it is not going to. Is there another system we'd rather put them on, though, that's actually, like, open and available? What about that Phaeton system? We'll just send it across the galaxy. It's fast enough. I mean, we could get to Phaeton, get those super spuds and that adamantium, but that seems kind of foolhardy at this point. Yeah, I think we'll stay here. We'll stay here. We'll probably want to go in and turn on domestic surveillance right away. That's just going to help us sort of root out any sleepers and things like that. So that reverses 1 sleeper for every 3 turns. So that's not really what we thought it was. It's not exactly a countermeasure. I mean, there are no sleepers. Well, there are no sleepers here, but there is potentially a choir sanctuary here. And I'm not sure how we would actually find that then. Like, if that doesn't do that, if that just reverses sleepers, how do you actually purify a sanctuary? That's a very interesting question, I think. So we'll do a holy proliferation there regardless. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. If you guys know, let me know in the comments, because that's actually something where I'm like, I don't actually know how to solve that problem. Okay, not so cheap heat. We have 3 of, so we need another not so cardboard in this fleet. There we go. And then we'll put on a systemic oratory, or rather a national museum and a systemic oratory. Do we have any temperates or fertiles here? We actually do not, so systemic oratory is just kind of okay. It will give us more stuff, it just won't be amazing, but we are happy here now, so that optics research lab can kick in, which is great on a system like this that's cold planets, because cold planets generally generate more science. And then, I mean, we might as well put a big data shipyards in here. We probably should have put that in before we produced all those fleets. That was a mistake, but mistakes get made. Mistakes get made. Okay. Nothing here worth doing these improvements for specifically. I mean, more Hyperium is never a bad thing, but at this point, Hyperium's not a problem for us. I think our best bet here, if we're done producing this fleet, is probably just to produce dust. And let's go ahead and pop that fleet out, because they should be ready to roll. Very excited to see what kind of work they can do. Are we being actively sieged right here? Wow. The Lumeris do not learn, y'all. The Lumeris do not learn. We actually have 3 more points here, so we could add another ship to this as well. So we probably will do that, but we're going to come down here and deal with the Lumeris first. In fact, we're a little bit past time right now, so we're going to end this with a little bit of ship combat just for the enjoy. Oh, they're going to run. They're going to run. We'll try it. Maybe they don't run. No, they ran. Sad times. Okay, so we didn't actually get to see our fleet in action, but we got close. But we are going to come back here to Wrath and put 1 more not so cheap heat in queue. That way we will fill out that fleet entirely, and then we can move our hero onto it and make it a straight up invasion fleet. Although over here, okay, I know I said we were done, guys. I know I said we were done. Oh, I attacked with the wrong fleet. Oh, this is bad news. Are we seriously still that? Oh, okay. I don't think we have weapons, so interesting. Yeah, whatever. We'll just We'll retreat them. It's fine. I made a very stupid mistake there. I clicked on the wrong fleet. Now we have the correct fleet. Now we'll just flatten them. That makes me really salty, guys. Sorry, I was rushing because we were at the end of the episode and I did a very foolish thing. Okay, so now they're gone. Let's get this invasion done. Blitz them. Decisive victory. We now have control of Gaina. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, wow, okay. So we can hunt the system and its inhabitants and gain a ton of stuff. They'll lose population and buildings. Your military fleets orbiting the system will lose all remaining movement points. System's manpower will be reset to 50% of its maximum. So we can turn this into a hunting ground and just sit there and harvest them. Or, oh, rather, this is the one that turns it into a hunting ground. We'll earn essence as the system decays. This is strong, but so is this. I think we'll go with hunt here, probably. Yeah, that's fine. Got a whole bunch of stuff. They lost some pop. Is this where our invasion fleet went? It is. Okay, so they can just sort of stay here. I mean, honestly, we could wait a turn and heal them up, I bet. Ships are at full health. Cannot afford 9,000. Yeah, we'll wait a turn and heal them up. Our hero has gained a level. I know this was supposed to be over, guys. I made that mistake and now I'm back in it. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. Let's see. What do we want here? Probably this Cosmic Castaways. I think we talked about this last time. Yeah, Cosmic Castaways will be enough to get us up to the next level. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!